All right, welcome back. Getting ready to roll out hour number 3 on the Vegas Take. Sharp and Shapiro, so glad you could join us. Man, been an interesting few hours. We had Minister Stretch Sanders in here. We had former Democratic presidential candidate Seth Moulton just on. Coming up in the next hour, by the way, this guy is going to be the future for UNLV basketball. His name is David Jenkins Jr. We're going to introduce you to him coming up in hour number 3. What a transfer. What a talent. Has the opportunity probably to play at the next level. We'll get to that coming up in hour number 3. But I want to start with this story here before we get to break. Bill O'Reilly back in the news. As you remember, Bill O'Reilly, disgraced sexual harasser, millions and millions of dollars paid out for his inappropriate behavior. One of his own kids said that he assaulted the mother of his child. He's just a scumbag. Bill O'Reilly's just a horrible human being. With that said, I did used to listen to his show, watch his show. I did used to listen to his radio show time and again because I thought he did a decent show. He's just a horrible person. So should it surprise you that Beto O'Rourke, speaking on the debate stage yesterday, talked about a woman named Gina and her daughter named Summer. And he said on the debate stage that he met them. And her daughter name is Summer, special needs. And the mother said she has to work 4 jobs to get by. So what does Bill O'Reilly do, being the scumbag that he is? This is what he says in a tweet less than 24 hours ago, last night. He says, Beto says he met a woman working 4 jobs and raising a special needs child. I don't believe him. Sorry. Okay, so that's what scumbag Bill O'Reilly says, because scumbag sexual harasser Bill O'Reilly is a millionaire sitting on his ass doing almost nothing. So Beto O'Rourke, I think, had the perfect response. This is Beto O'Rourke's response to Bill O'Reilly. O'Rourke says, quote, with a picture, by the way, of the daughter and mother. This is her. Her name is Gina. Her daughter's name is Summer. The problem with our economy is she has to live in her car while a disgraced TV host like you makes millions. I could not agree with Beto O'Rourke more. I know people that work several jobs, 3 or 4 jobs to get by. I personally know a bunch of people, dozens of people that work multiple jobs because their job doesn't pay enough for them to support their family. Bill O'Reilly has been making large amounts of dollar bills, $100 bills, millions of dollars for years, for 20-plus years. Bill O'Reilly doesn't know what it's like, certainly not recently, to live paycheck to paycheck. All Bill O'Reilly knows how to do is sexually harass women and be inappropriate to try to get laid. That's what Bill O'Reilly knows how to do. So what does he do? This is my problem with people that don't like, it's whether you don't like Republicans or Democrats. I don't care which one it is. To me, this isn't even political, but sadly, Bill O'Reilly is on the right. He doesn't like Beto O'Rourke. He doesn't like Beto O'Rourke's policies. He said that publicly. So he decides to call him a liar. And is it impossible to believe that a mother is working 4 jobs to support her family and her special needs daughter? Why is that so hard to believe? It's not hard to believe for somebody that's working paycheck to paycheck. It's not hard to believe for any normal, decent human being. But Bill O'Reilly is neither. He's not a decent human being, period. And I can't stand it, left or right. But as an example, when a conservative host will go after somebody on MSNBC, let's just say, okay, I've seen it happen a million times. You'll go after a host on MSNBC, and you'll call someone disgusting or a horrible person. Why? Because you disagree with their politics. Have you heard anybody on the right call Bill O'Reilly disgusting? Have you heard anybody on the right attack Bill O'Reilly personally? I haven't. I've had some people say, well, his behavior is inappropriate. And then let's move on to another subject. Let's go after, somebody on the left. Let's go after them personally because I disagree with their politics. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. There's plenty of people on the right I disagree with. There's plenty of conservative talk show hosts that I disagree with on the right. But you know what? We had Mark Levin on the show. Mark Levin came on the show a few months ago. It was a fantastic conversation. You know why? Because I respect him. I believe he respects us. He said he enjoyed coming on. We had a fantastic conversation. We didn't agree on everything, but we had a very respectful conversation. I would never say anything personally negative about Mark Levin. I would never do that because I respect him. Don't agree with some of his politics, but I respect him. He does a good show, obviously. Gets a lot of listeners on this network. But that's not why I like him. I like him because, I respect him because he treated me fairly. And in return, of course, I'm going to treat him fairly. He enjoyed coming on. We're going to get him on again. And he is one of the most popular conservative talk show hosts around. I would never say that about Bill O'Reilly. And the reason why I would never say that about Bill O'Reilly has nothing to do with the talent he has. And I do think he's a talented guy. He's done a good show. He did a great show on Fox News. But the reason why I would never say anything nice about this guy is because of his history. His history of sexually harassing women and getting away with it. And Fox News throwing it underneath the rug and throwing millions of dollars at women to keep their mouths shut. Because he physically assaulted his ex-wife, according to one of his kids in a police report. But nobody wants to talk about that. You just want to attack people because of their political beliefs. Well, guess what? I say that's wrong. To personally attack somebody strictly because they disagree with you on a policy is wrong. And that's what Bill O'Reilly is doing when it comes to Beto O'Rourke. And I am tired of it. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, very interesting story brewing in regards to Steve Wynn. The gaming board, following a complaint, they want to ban Steve Wynn from the casino industry entirely. This is a huge story. It's not going away. Also, Circus was just bought out by MGM Resorts. We'll talk a little bit about that, much more when we come back. You are listening to The Vegas Take.